Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Falcon Police Dashcam. From a heart-stopping 130 miles per hour showdown between cops and a determined suspect and a relentless Florida chase with a Ford F-250, soaking up PIT after PIT to a routine car theft that ended in sudden tragedy, and much more. These are the most brutal police chases ever caught on Dashcam. December 4th, 2020, Franklin County, Arkansas. A driver with black painted windows refuses to cooperate. As Trooper James Ray approaches, the man hits the gas and vanishes onto I-40. Minutes later, he's speeding into oncoming traffic. What could possibly drive someone to take a risk that reckless? The two officers continued the high-speed pursuit. On a clear stretch of road, one of the troopers performed a successful PIT maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle off the roadway. But the suspect wasn't done. He regained control and re-entered traffic going the wrong way, turning an already dangerous chase into a potential catastrophe. At 130 miles per hour, a straight-up chase could have ended in disaster for the trooper, the suspect, or innocent drivers. But Trooper Ray didn't let adrenaline cloud his judgment. Instead, he made a calculated, courageous decision. Get ahead of the threat and stop it before it could hurt anyone else. The suspect swerved into oncoming lanes, nearly colliding with two semi-trucks. With no other option, Trooper Ray made a split-second decision. He positioned his cruiser head-on, risking injury to stop the threat and protect the civilians behind him.
Okay, we're coming. Now, did you say he was losing a guy or headlong drunk?
Yeah, lost it, yeah. We tried to stop a second ago. And he was having some issues. 387 is issue coming up on me. Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle!
Thankfully, both men escaped without life-threatening injuries. Starnes resisted arrest, but officers quickly subdued him. Now he faces multiple felony charges, including felony fleeing, aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, driving with a suspended license, and refusal to submit to arrest. Trooper Ray's heroic move was bold, but was it too risky? Some call it brave. Others call it reckless. What's your take? Let us know in the comments. This next suspect thought he could get away in a Ford F-250, but instead, he got the attention of every trooper in the state. October 19th, 2024, a stolen Ford F-250 tied to a recent burglary triggers a BOLO alert across Florida. When troopers and deputies locate the truck, 36-year-old David Alfonso refuses to stop, racing through traffic, smashing patrol cars, and putting lives in danger. He wasn't backing down. But what awaited him at the end of this reckless run? FHP Trooper David Blake executed a precise pit, sending the stolen truck spinning and launching it onto the shoulder. But that was just the beginning. What came next was even more intense. Determined to stop a suspect growing more reckless by the second, FHP Trooper David Blake went for a bolder pit. This time, the truck was launched into the opposite lanes, but even that wasn't enough to end this dangerous pursuit. On the third pit attempt, things didn't go as planned. Instead of stopping the suspect, the next victim was a streetlight ripped clean off its base. Even the trooper couldn't hide his surprise, letting out a startled after everything that truck went through. Multiple pits, a light pole, and still running. One thing's clear, it's built tough. Be honest. Would you want to own a beast like that? Near Alico Road and Wild Blue Boulevard, another trooper pulled off a successful pit, causing the truck to roll several times before coming to a stop. The driver tried to run, but was captured moments later. He now faces 7 criminal charges, including high-level felonies. Next up, a heroic truck driver steps in at just the right moment, helping officers stop fleeing criminal in a way no one expected. October 28, 2022, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. A stolen vehicle suddenly pulls away from a Home Depot parking lot, right in front of an officer on duty. As police give chase, they discover the car is linked to an earlier armed carjacking. That changes everything. If these suspects were armed, what came next could have turned deadly.
Right on them, looking to go east, across all traffic, stand by, they're going west.
At 80 miles per hour, the suspect recklessly swerved into oncoming traffic, putting lives at serious risk. Yet the pursuing officers remained composed, keeping a safe distance to avoid provoking a deadly mistake. As the suspect pushed speeds close to 100 miles per hour, officers deployed a spike strip. An aggressive but necessary move. It worked. Moments later, the vehicle began to slow, forced to comply or risk turning into a runaway wreck.
Used in a carjacking in Brown-Deer. All right, we lost a tire here in Hampton. 45 miles an hour. All right, they just got...
The truck driver made a bold and precise move, one that helped end the dangerous pursuit sooner than expected. His quick thinking may have saved lives. He deserves public praise, and frankly, a community award wouldn't be out of place. 3 suspects were taken down on the spot, while the rest ran east. But one thing I can tell you for sure, 2 of the 3 caught were rocking, sagging pants. All suspects have since been arrested, and charges will be forwarded to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. Next up, what began as a typical armed robbery spiraled into tragedy, ending in a way no one saw coming. December 3, 2024, Virginia. Police respond to an armed robbery at a local business. Moments later, a pursuit begins. The suspect's vehicle, later confirmed stolen, refuses to stop, crossing state lines at high speed. What started as a robbery call is about to spiral into something far more dangerous. The high-speed chase tore down Robert Crane Highway, Route 301, with speeds topping 100 miles per hour. Officers had to stay razor-sharp. At that pace, even a split-second lapse in focus could have meant disaster.
off the road and then move where you are. Speed over 100, we're approaching green light. I'll into the northbound vehicle to the right lane. Traffic is light. Speed 100.
As the suspect vehicle approached the town of La Plata, Charles County deputies and La Plata police moved quickly, deploying stop sticks before the blue vehicle could enter the densely populated area.
Northbound, unedited. Yeah, Charles County 12, I'm actually their far back right now. You want them to take over whenever they get up here? Yes, ma'am. Get over here. Yeah, they take over. You take back.
At nearly 120 miles per hour, the suspect ran a red light, hit the spike strip, and crashed into a civilian vehicle crossing the intersection. Officers rushed to the scene to assist. The civilian driver sustained minor injuries. The suspect didn't survive long after the crash, while the front seat passenger was stabilized and is expected to recover. This incident raises a difficult question. Will it change how police pursuits are handled? Was the chase worth the cost? As long as suspects flee, officers must act. Let me know your views on this in the comments section. September 15, 2022, Arkansas. A high-speed pursuit unfolds after police receive a chilling threat. A suspect may be armed with grenades. Within minutes, nearly every available Arkansas officer is mobilized. Roads are blocked, eyes are locked in. The question isn't just how fast he's going, it's whether this ends in safety or something far worse.
Chelsea 140, I'm waiting for you today. Okay, keep me updated. Back to the road.
And we'll have 150, it's going to be out of 40.
Back up, take ground range to your mark again. Medium traffic. Coming up the north interchange. We're going to be staying 40 eastbound.
40 eastbound, 398.
The suspect launched into the highway like a ticking time bomb, blazing past 100 miles per hour, weaving between civilian vehicles with zero regard for anyone's life. Every swerve was a brush with death, every second a risk of catastrophe. Officers behind had to stay sharp. One wrong call, and it wouldn't just be the suspect paying the price. Trooper Joseph Killian was the closest to the suspect. After passing mile marker 156, he spotted the perfect window for a pit. and took it without hesitation. His cruiser slammed into the truck, sending both vehicles careening into the opposite lanes. Incredibly, no civilians were hurt. In seconds, 6 patrol cars boxed in the suspect's truck. K-9s barked, ready to launch. Guns were loaded. A tactical skirmish line of 5 officers moved in, tight and steady, toward the vehicle. After a tense, high-risk pursuit and a head-on pit maneuver, officers finally approached the suspect's truck, only to find him unconscious, slumped behind the wheel. A knife was discovered in his front pocket during the search, casting further doubt on his intentions. He was transported to a nearby hospital for emergency treatment. As of now, no additional details have been released. This chase ends, but the adrenaline doesn't. The next one is faster, riskier, and downright unbelievable. Subscribe, tap the link, and ride with us before it hits the news.